On that note, may these pallets rest in peace. I am not sure what I am going to do with them. The bugle also plays for the money I am about to have to spend. Everything was going so well. And then tragedy strikes. I'll explain all that in a minute. On that note, everyone, welcome back to Timber Kings. Episode 12, where, despite, like I said, a few adversities, I know we're going to have a good episode and we're going to get a lot done. It's sink or swim time. And you'll see what I mean by that in a little while. But let's talk about, speak of the devil, there goes the train. Let's talk about these pallets. Somehow these pallets, I don't know what caused them to get knocked by the train, but the train knocked them. The train's proving to be a little bit more of a pain than I thought it was. Anyway, these pallets somehow got knocked and they got wedged into the side of the platform. And I have tried everything to get them out. Let me turn on super strength and I'll show you what I mean. I can move them up and down a little bit, but I can't lift them. Like I said, I can move them around, I can pull them down, I can get them to a certain point, but I can't get them out. I have tried a forklift. I have tried the new Volvo loader with a big bag lifter or a pallet lifter. They are wedged, fully wedged into the loading ramp. And to make things worse, this one I was able to drag down here, but it's in the same boat. I can't get it out. And if you watch the hand, it says there's something there. There's a pallet of metal completely hidden. Actually, one. That I just can't even do anything with. Hidden here. So we're going to have to deal with that. The other issue is, let's look at two more things. Let's look at the fabric. I'm at 879 fabric. And let's take a trip to the boatyard. The boat is pretty much ready to move to the next level. I'm estimating by the amount it's using per hour that by 9 o'clock tonight it will move to phase 2, and I don't have any fabric for it. And I certainly won't have it the way that the spinnery is processing. I certainly won't have the 3,000 fabric needed so that the SS Minnow can sail tomorrow. But she is looking nice, isn't she? So I am going to have to pay full retail price. And I am going to have to, and this is a mod that's available for both console and PC, I am going to have to buy a pallet of fabric at almost $12,000, $11,000 to be exact. So let's go ahead and we'll purchase our fabric. At least one to get us through for now. Bye-bye. $11,000. And now that it's purchased, let's get it over to the boatyard. I don't remember exactly how much it takes, but hopefully we will have enough fabric. Come on, you should be lifting that. L, okay, I thought it was V. Yep, I think the big load is a little bit of overkill, but we have it, so we might as well put it to use. It's only done a little bit of log moving so far, so it's a rather large investment to have sitting around. And yes, I know I could have put it in the back of the pickup truck and whizzed it over here, but I do love this loader. So let's see how we're sitting. Fabric, 2,000 liters of fabric sitting in. Let me double check my cheat sheet and see how many liters total we need. So according to my cheat sheet, we need 4,500 liters of wood beams, fabric, and floor tiles. What do we have in stock? We don't have enough wood beams, but that's taken care of. We have we have plenty up at the sawmill, and floor tiles. We have plenty of those kicking around. So apart from the fabric, we should be good to launch the boat. Hopefully tomorrow or next month, whatever you want to call it. I'm not quite sure where this load is going to go yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to send it up to the northern sawmill and have it take care of both the wood chips, because we've got quite a stack of wood chips up there, as well as being in charge of loading and unloading the red trailer and or the train. Although I'm a little upset with the train right now. If you don't know what I mean by upset with the train, either watch the video I published on Beware of Trains, and I will link to that, or watch the previous episode of Timber Kings, which I would encourage you to do. Speaking of watching, if you are enjoying the series, please make sure you remember to like and subscribe. It means the world to me. Okay, I'm not taking any chances. I decided to buy another pallet, and just to be on the safe side. I mean, the boat's valuable, and we'll see how much we get for our $11,000 pallet. I know we're going to lose money on it. Whoa! Okay, so we actually made profit, so, which is surprising, because I thought we were going to lose money. Normally you don't get that much money from a pallet. Alright, so regardless, we're all set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pick up the remaining wood beams that we need and any floor tiles that we have produced. Just to make sure that we have enough in stock. As far as those pallets that are stuck, if you're curious as to how I'm going to get rid of them, well, Okay, why are you... Okay, nothing is working anymore. Alright, my game is bugged. Let me try resetting things, and I'll be right back. Ah. Well, resetting worked. Can I move? Yes, I can move. Alright, like I said, I'm going to go pick up the wood beams and the floor tiles. The only way I can think of, because I can't actually click on a pallet to reset it like I did the trailer. Well, give me 2 seconds before I explain what I'm going to do. I apologize to the train. Maybe it wasn't the train, maybe it was that glitch that sunk the low loader into the ground. I wonder what else has got sunk into the ground and needs to be reset. But anyway, as far as I know, the only way to reset pallets is to go into either the game files, and I'm not sure. I mean, I did see somebody explain it in the forums, but I'm not sure how you will tell if it's the pallets you need or if it's random pallets. And they suggested adjusting the XYZ position in one of the script files. Well, I'm not going to do that. The only other way to do it, as far as I know, is to use the easy development tools. And there is an option in there to delete pallets. Unfortunately, it deletes all pallets. So I think I'm gonna have to do that, but I'm gonna have to be careful. I will probably wait. I don't have anything waiting for the... Well, I do have a couple of things I have to load onto the train. And maybe I will take those to the northern train station and load them there. Because right now I don't trust the platform, the sawmill to the south. I just have a nasty feeling it's going to do something bad. So, I guess the long and the short of it, the plan is probably tomorrow, after everything is either loaded and sold onto the train or sold to the productions that need it, the only other thing I can think of doing is, again, using that easy development tool, delete pallets, and like I said, I know it's going to delete any pallets that are superfluous. But it's the only thing I can think of doing. I will see you in a little bit. Okay, here we are with all the floor tiles I could find, and I'm going to use super strength. I promise I'm not going to be using super strength much longer now that we have low loaders and stuff. And plus, now that I know that the big bag lifters can lift pallets and other things, I will be making much use of those. My only concern, like I said, is I don't want to use... I hate using the easy dev controls because, well, it's like using the console commands, basically, except in a simplified version. And I have had bad luck with those in the past. Oh, speaking of pallets getting stuck, it's not the first time that I have had this happen. I've had it happen on Elm Creek, where pallets got stuck. Do we have enough in stock now? Wood beams 3,500. We need 4,500. We need 290 left. I'm hoping that there's going to be another pallet of floor tiles ready in the morning. Anyway, like I said, you'll have to wait and you'll have to see whether or not we are successful in dealing with a floor tile issue. Now, I'm not going to do the next part on camera because you've seen me do it plenty. But I have, between the last episode and now, been pretty busy logging, and I have I guess strip mine might be the right term for it. Completely deforested a certain area. Wood beams through. We have enough, but I can throw these 2 pallets in there. It'll just mean that the next stage has got extra product. Anyway, like I said, so I've pretty much deforested a whole area, and I'm gonna have to reforest it. Remember that nice new loader we purchased in the last episode? The big not the front end loader, the other Volvo loader. Yeah, I've been using that, and it works fantastically. It's not at all affected by weight or anything. So where's a piece of kit we need? We need this. We might as well buy it since we keep using it all the time. And we'll buy a pallet of... I'm going to go with ponderosa pine because they grow the quickest. Lodgepole are nice, but they don't give you... Well, they give you... And I've explained this in previous videos. They give you a nice little bit of extra wood, but they take about 3 months extra to grow. So my plan is to not take out my pickup truck with this front end loader, because I really don't want to have to bring, I mean at 6 miles an hour, I don't want to have to bring that loader out of the forest. Yes, works like a charm. So my plan is to stick this. It's a little wonky. I do thank Mr. CDP for his knowledge of the big bag lifters and how well they work. So my plan is to take that to the forest and do some reforestation. So while I'm doing that, I will see you guys in a little while. Like I said, you've seen me plant plenty of trees before, so you don't need to see it again. Now here's something we haven't done for a little while, is gathered up iron ore. And the furnace, the metal furnace, is about half full now, so a good trailer load is definitely needed. I love the metal furnace. However, I'm starting to think that the amount it produces for the amount of input, it's a little overpowered. But I'm not going to complain. It's how we've made a ton of money. Oh, and the other thing I noticed driving by, oh, we have quite a bit of power in this tractor. The other thing I noticed driving by is, speaking of getting rid of pallets, we're going to have to make a delivery to the paper mill tomorrow. Plus, we're going to have to collect the paper. Because there's a couple of pallets of paper and I'd forgotten about those. I don't want to delete those when I accidentally, I don't want to accidentally delete those when I delete the pallets to get rid of the stuff that's stuck in the station. Although I'd rather not. I mean, that's quite a bit of money that's stuck in the station, and it's rather frustrating. I was going to say I don't know how I'm going to figure out the compensation for what's stuck in the station, but I think we have enough money that we can just delete it, especially after we sell everything tomorrow, including logs. And since we have the tractors, I'm thinking I might actually buy the cotton field to help. Well, I mean, we have enough. I think we have enough sheep, but if we buy the field of cotton and we keep planting and harvesting cotton, like I said in a previous video, my long-term goal is to both have enough fabric to supply the boatyard, and to supply a clothing factory. Because the clothing factory pays, well, not the clothing factory itself, but vintage clothes pays a lot of money for clothing. Let's see if it takes it all. It should. Like I said, it wasn't quite as empty as I thought it was. And I'm been leaving. Let's turn this off here. I've been leaving my offcuts lying around because I had been putting them into the paper mill. Not the paper mill, into the sawmill whenever I gather up the logs, but I'd rather turn them into wood chips because wood chips are rather valuable. However, short of spending a fortune on some of the new wood chippers that come with the Platinum DLC, the base game ones and the ones I've found on ModHub I've been trying on my demo map, and they are not very good. So let's take a quick hop over to the boatyard and we will see how we're doing. Yeah, see, floor tile, everything's disappearing pretty quickly. Okay, on that note, I am going to go to bed because I think we have enough to get the next stage going tomorrow. And when we get up, we will check on the boatyard and see how we stand fabric-wise. The fabric the spinnery should have produced enough fabric at that point for us to finish whatever supply is necessary. Okay, I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, it's a beautiful May morning and still no luck on getting those items free. They are stuck. I even searched all the files that I could search, that I could think of, and I couldn't sort out, well, what's the old expression? Couldn't sort out the trees from the forest. So I am just going to go ahead with the original plan. And we are going to delete any unused pallets. That means that I have to pick up all the pallets first, do all my regular deliveries, and then I should probably not have made this such a dark color. I'm having trouble. There it is. I'm having trouble seeing where to line up. So I'm gonna put everything on hold in a second. I should have probably already done that because I don't want anything spawning while I'm doing all my pickups. And it's nice to have a wheel loader that can actually handle these containers. Although I might not be able to maneuver it the best. Yeah, I can hear the laughter now. And it should, come on, snap. Why aren't you snapping? There we go. So I got rid of 50% of that pile into the containers. You can see my logging equipment on the other side of the forest now that most of my trees are gone. These really sprung up. I guess trees are not like, well, as we already know, trees are not like regular crops. They seem to have 2 growth stages, or 3 growth stages, and that's about it. So they go from saplings, and they'll stay as tiny little saplings for a while. And then all of a sudden, boom, they're the next size. Gotta feed the sheeps. Whoa, put that down, lad. I guess, you know what, I really should invest, rather than relying on my skid steer. I should, since I have 2 tractors which weigh twice as much sitting here, I should probably invest in some pallet forks for those. I have 1 production that requires metal. But it only requires 1 pallet because it's not using a lot. So I think to make up for what's not being used, I am going to cheat it. I hate to say it, cheat it in. Can I pick up 2? Or do I need longer pallet forks? I need longer pallet forks. And yeah, the Bobcat's really nice. It's great for everything else, but not so much for the metal. Which makes me question whether this will work or not. Let's put everything else on. Okay, that's $13.99. They're gonna spawn one, so I'll be able to collect those. Chairs, nothing storing, nothing storing. Floor tiles, nothing storing. Shingles, oh, I can turn this off for now. Storing. I'm just making sure nothing's near 1,000 liters and getting ready to spawn a new product. Let's deactivate all this because that is getting very close. And we'll deactivate them. Iron Furnace 2, $6.97. Oh, by the way, speaking of the boatyard, the Giants blog lumps everything in together and it says it takes about 4,500. Well, it doesn't. It takes about 3,500. So I purchased 1 pallet too many of fabric. And at the speed it's using this fabric, we are not launching today, unfortunately. Okay, how am I going to load these? Yes, I purchased another Manitou, which is why I decided that some of the wood I'd loaded up needs to be put in containers and sold, because I've got, oh, that's a little, well, it's okay. I was going to say it seems a little light on the end. It's probably going to struggle when it gets closer. Alright, cat's fighting. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and that's not going to work. Look at how the metal is shifting. It's not staying in place. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to make a completely separate trip for it. Like I said, everything has to go on the train. So, scratch plan A, which was to fill this truck. And I still love this truck, by the way. So, look at that. That annoys me that they're stuck in there like that. Okay, and my truck is sliding all over the road. Okay, my game definitely seems to have some sort of a glitch. I don't know. See? I strapped these down and they're bouncing all over the place. And now they're back to normal. Maybe I shouldn't have strapped them down. Very odd behavior. No, there they go. Well, they seem to slide and then snap back into position. So either I have installed a mod that is causing a conflict, or But I had all the same mods on my test map, and my test map is working just fine. Odd, odd, odd. Let's see how much we make for this. Then I have a decision to make as to what I want in terms of loading equipment to pick up my pallets and everything. Now, I don't need, apart from planks, I don't really need any of the productions from the wood factory. There they go, see? And they slid back in. See how much we got. 160,000. Yep, that's going to pay for what I wanted it to pay for. Who was I watching the other day and they were having problems with this map too? Things randomly jackknifing, and I think, was it Mr. CDP, or I can't remember who it was, but anyway, something was causing problems. Have more pallets than I need. Like I said, I can't have anything left over. That's the problem. So let me get things loaded. And then I'll bring you guys back in, because I'm sure you have seen enough loading that you don't need to see me do it all over again. Especially as the video is coming on 40 minutes long, and that's a little bit longer than I like to record. Okay, so I definitely did not have enough room for, thanks to those prefab walls taking up so much space, I did not have a room for a lot of other product. So let's see what damage happens when we sell. And then I'm going to load up the train, again off screen this time, again, and hopefully we will be able to fit everything on it. I actually saw it this time. Look. Did it again. And I have no idea how much that was because I was too busy watching stuff fly off, but it was definitely a good chunk because I'm up to almost $1 million again. Alright, let me load up the rest of the... Oh, one thing I was hoping was that I would have enough room on the back of this for the Manitou, but I don't, so I will have to load them separately. Oh, that's okay. I've got a telehandler now. That was what I bought. Oh dear, in for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. Well, they don't say that in... I don't think they say that in America, but I know a lot of Brits that say that. I personally don't trust the train. This is a fantastic tool. It could do with a bit of a weight at the back. I'm going to show you in a minute why I haven't loaded everything on, because I don't trust the train. And if this lasts 45 minutes, it should last another 5 minutes. we will find out whether my plan to get rid of everything works or not. I'm going to sell the rest of my goods at Silver Run Market, which is actually offering a pretty good price right now. It's not the premium that I would like to get from Elm Creek, but I looked through the price list and it averages out pretty nicely. So, and plus, I really don't think it would all fit. And I'm wondering if that was what caused the problem the last time, was stuff fell off when I was loading it and I didn't notice it got wedged in the platform. Either that or the problem is with, let's see what flies off. Metal flew off. At least it looked like it flew off. Either that or the problem is with the universal load mod, which I thought I had disabled. The universal auto load mod, I'm not sure how. I thought we already took care of those buckets once. I'm gonna let them get deleted too. Anyway, the universal auto load mod, it worked on the train, so I thought, hey, pretty cool. But it also, I didn't like the way it loaded things, so I unloaded everything and loaded it myself, which could, again, be a reason things got buggered. This is the load of stuff that I had to sell, and like I said, I didn't trust the train to it. Silver Run Market seems like just as good a place as any. And we're going to sell everything except the shingles. Okay, so we're back over 1 million, which is decent. I'm going to obstruct your parking lot, I'm afraid. I think that's everything. I am going to save just to be on the safe side. Because I am curious to see what is going to go missing. And let's head here. And we will try the F12. Okay, here we go. Remove pallets. Let's see what it removes. Are you sure you would like to remove all pallets from the map? Continue. 24 pallets. Wow. I am missing quite a bit of money. Yep, I still have super strength on, but it's gone. It's gone. I don't see anything there. 24 pallets. So where was I? Hey. Well, that's taken care of that. I will tell you next episode what turns out to be missing if I find anything missing that counts as a pallet. Thank you for watching. Sorry it took so long, but we fixed the problem, I hope, and I am completely deleting that mod and seeing if it happens again. Again, thanks for watching. Remember, give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and please remember to subscribe. Take care, Jay.